Hello, I'm going to show you how to use a simple technique to make things embossed. Now I know there's the emboss filter in the effects, but this could be a little bit more custom. Okay, to begin with, I'm going to set a background color, something better than pink. Okay. Okay, now all I have to do is create any kind of shape. Let's start with just a simple rectangle on a new layer. New layer. Here we go. And I'm going to fill it with black. Then I'm going to duplicate that. You'll see why later. Okay, now I'm going to go to these steps. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Then set the blend mode to hard light. Then the filter, stylize, emboss. Let's start. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Now it's going to be tempting to make it really, really blurry, but don't do that. It doesn't need to be very blurry at all. Let's just leave it at 1. Okay, so that's a Gaussian blur. Then I'm going to change the blending mode to hard light. And then I'm going to go to filter, stylize, emboss. Filter, stylize, emboss. And you can see that immediately the button becomes 3D, or the rectangle does. Okay, so that's as simple as it is. Oh, let's do this. Let's remember we had this black. If you select the black, get the marching ants back and turn it off, and go back up to the button and reverse or inverse the selection, and making sure you're on the emboss layer, hit delete, and what happens is you get a more crisp outside perimeter. All right, so let me just move that up here. You'll see that it works with fonts as well. Let's do moose loose. Okay, we're going to make this a little bit bigger. And let's change it to impact. Just so you can see what's going on. Of course, it doesn't have to be any specific. Where's impact? Here it is. Okay, let's make it bigger. Good. Now, let's duplicate that layer once again because we want crisp outside. And we probably have to rasterize this layer. Okay, so let's go through the filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Blur. Again, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay. Then we go to hard light. And then filter, stylize, emboss. And you can see you get the 3D effect. Don't go too much or else it turns a little bit goofy. Then we'll make it more crisp by selecting the moose loose text layer. Go back up to shadow, go to select, inverse, and delete. Okay, so that's how you can make an easy 3D effect. What's really fun is to go to select the moose loose, create a new layer over the text, go to edit, stroke. Let's put a 3 pixel stroke on the outside. There. So now we have a layer just with the stroke. Okay. Now I'm going to go through the same thing. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Good. Change the blending mode to hard light. And then filter, stylize, emboss. This time I'm going to make it go down. There we go. There, so it sort of gives a little bit of a, I don't know, the embossing backdrop. You can also easily just turn on the mousse layer, and you can decrease the opacity. You can also change the color and more. Let's go up here, take a red. So you can do things like that.